Hi everyone, welcome back to the Reclaimed Ranch. My name is Tara, and today I have a couple of Christmas projects that I saw on Pinterest and I thought were super cute. So the first one's pretty simple. I have an old piece of reclaimed wood from a fence, and I'm going to use the Amazing Casting resin. This is the 10-minute one, and I'm going to create a Christmas tree using my Paper Craft Charms snowflake mold from Redesigned by Prima, and I believe I have two left on my website if you're interested. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill up. I just want one big one for the center on the bottom, and then I'll use like the medium and small to fill in. It did take me a couple of pours to get what I needed, but this is a fast curing resin, and so it makes the project go pretty quick. And before I pour the resin in, I do use 91% alcohol to spritz the mold, and that will help with any of the micro bubbles in the resin. So I put it in the mold, and then I'll pour the resin on top, and then I also spritz the top. I don't use the heat method in these molds. You can also use your stirring device to help pop the bubbles in the resin, as many as you can before it starts setting up. So this here is like a wooden ribbon I bought from Hobby Lobby, I believe, a couple years ago. And I like it because it has that white birch looking wood to it. So that's going to be my tree trunk. And then to adhere it, I'm going to use my Titebond wood glue. And I'm going to do the ends where the wood is. And then in the middle, there's like a felt piece there. I'm going to use hot glue, and that's going to give my short-term, long-term hold. The hot glue will hold it while the wood glue is drying. And so I'm going to go ahead and place it where I want it, and then I'm going to do the same exact thing with the snowflakes. They're still really flexible. And so they have these little hooks on them, so that you can like use them for little ornaments and stuff. So I'm just going to cut those right off, and it's cut super easy. And then I'm going to go in with my Fusions picket fence and give them one coat of that white paint. And while the paint is still wet, we are going to use that clear, I call it clear glitter. Basically, it just looks like white snow. There's no color to it. Just gives it a really nice glistening, kind of like if you were to look out the morning of a fresh snow, how it glistens under the sun. That's what it looks like. So we're just going to do that and make them glisten. And then when that dries, we will glue them to the board. I'm using the 2 glue method here. So a little bit of the tight bond and then some hot glue for the quick hold while that dries. I usually don't do this method, but I remembered one of the YouTubers in the past doing that, and I was like, that's probably a pretty good idea. And then I'm just going to finish this cute little tree off with a velvet ribbon, and I thought he turned out pretty cute. So this second project is, I did this on a previous video, and I did it on canvas with the transfer, and now I'm going to frame it. So I am going to go in with this poinsettia redesign mold and make a clear, or not a clear, but a resin casting. And I'm going to just put the poinsettia and the holly leaves on 2 of the corners diagonal across from each other and add some gold highlights, and then this piece will be complete. And the frame I actually bought from a thrift store. It's brand new. It still had the plastic on the edges, and it was only $3.99, so that was a great deal. And I didn't paint it or anything. It already had its own distressing. And so, again, here I am spritzing my alcohol in the mold previous to pouring the resin. And then that's going to help pop any of the little micro bubbles. And I did not have enough to go into the poinsettia completely, so I'm just going to kind of use my little metal spatula there and just push it into some of the areas so that I can get, it's going to be a really thin mold, but I kind of want it thin because I need it to mold around the frame. And so when I take this out, it's going to be really flexible and able to kind of mold around the frame there. So that's going to take about 10 minutes to set up. So while that's setting up, I'm going to go in with my 18 karat gold leafing pen from Krylon, and I'm going to just highlight some of the areas in the bubbles and the Christmas Valley Mountain Lodge, give it some of that gold tone, because I'm changing all of my Christmas decor into like a gold and white theme this year. And so I think this turned out so pretty. Just adding the little hints of gold and the way it reflects in the light and stuff, I think it just is gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing that we did with the snowflakes. We're going to go in with Fusion's Picket Fence and give each of these resin molds one coat. And then I'm going to use that gold leafing pen to highlight all the high areas on each of these. But I will do that after we glue them to the corner. And the third and final project was another one from Pinterest, and I thought it was just so adorable. So I have this big, thick wood round from Home Depot. I believe it's about 16 inches in diameter. And I'm taking my homemade antiquing mix. So it's antiquing wax with water and a little bit of black paint. And it just creates a really gorgeous stain. And then I don't have to deal with all the stinky smells of the actual real stain stuff, and it dries way quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and put one coat of this on both sides and then let that dry. And then we are going to create a little countdown to Christmas with this. So I'm going to create a little Santa sleigh and reindeer mold to put in the middle, and then we're going to have the numbers go all the way around, and then the Christmas day will be at the top. So I am going to use the new IOD mold called Santa Sleigh, and I'm going to do the sleigh part and the reindeer and some of the presents. And again, I'm using my amazing casting resin, which is the 10-minute curing resin, so you kind of got to work a little bit quick. But you don't want to stir too awful fast because that does create more micro bubbles. But again, I use my alcohol to spritz the mold and then spritz on top, and that usually takes care of all the little bubbles.
lights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever ago. This town's so quiet, this time of year. With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever I fell hard, I fell fast, hoping that my love for you will last forever, forever, forever ago. I fell hard, I fell fast, hoping that my love for you will last forever, forever, forever. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever ago.
So now that all of the numbers are on there, they're pretty faint. And so I'm going to just work my way around again with a white Sharpie marker. And it's a paint marker. And I'm just going to repaint all of those so that they pop nice and are easily visible. And then the next step is to go ahead and I did drill a hole through the sleigh. I did not show you that part, but I'm going to get a big clock arm to use on this, and I didn't have one in stock here at the house, so I think I need something like maybe like a 9-inch at least, and so I have to go to Hobby Lobby and get that. But I did drill a hole in the front of the sleigh, right kind of where my finger is, to be able to put a screw and the arm on there, and then you can screw it down, not so it's super tight, but enough to hold it and then be able to move it for each of the days. And I just thought this was kind of a fun way to do a countdown. When my daughter was younger in school, they always did the little craft paper ring things, but she's older now. She's in 4th grade. And so this will be just something that she can tick every day and as it gets closer and closer. So I thought it was kind of fun. Let me know what you guys think. And there will not be a video for this Friday because of the holiday. I'm going to be spending it with friends and family, and I hope you are as well. And so we will be back next week, the following Tuesday. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and let me know what was your favorite project. I think today is going to be the framed piece of art because I've been waiting to finish that piece, and it just is so gorgeous with all the gold highlights, and it's going to fit perfect in my Christmas decor this year. I hope you have a great holiday weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.